Fulani killed 5 Christians. Kidnapped 110 others in northwest Nigeria. What is this Muslim? Why? Jesus Christ says we Christians should pray for our enemies. We should bless those who persecute us. We should pray. But when it comes to Islam, they are always they in a way, that is how their prophets started. Just eliminating people, murdering people. Just murdering people. Fulanis are just killing Christians. You don't see Fulanis killing Muslims. You see, they are just killing Christians, and they have kidnapped. That's today. This is Sunday, July 20th. You see, it's happening on July 11th. They have kidnapped 110 others in northwest Nigeria. Fulani herdsmen on Friday, July 11th, killed 5 Christians and wounded 3 others in an area of northwest Nigeria's Kaduna State, where at least 110 others have been kidnapped in the past 6 months. In the last month, from 4th to 18th, they killed 218 Christians. The Fulanis, the Muslims, killed 218 Christians in Nigeria, the same Nigeria. It's my prayer that something will happen. It's my prayer. I'm praying that the leaders of the world, Donald Trump and the other presidents who are so powerful, that they'll do something about this Nigeria problem. That these Nigerians who keep on killing Christians, that something will happen. Because the Muslims have an agenda to turn Nigeria into an Islamic country. If you're a Christian, please, God has not given you a spirit of fear. Pray and speak to the Muslims. Tell them about Christ. Tell them about Christ. And when you tell them about Christ, something is going to happen. Because the Muslims keep on killing the Christians every day. See, yesterday I told you, averagely, about 19 Christians die in the world, and mostly it's from Nigeria. In Kaduna County, Fulani bandits on Friday attacked an evangelical church winning all. That is ECWA Bible Study and Prayer Service in Kapani Village, killing Victor Haruna, Dogara Jatao, Luka Yari, Jesse Dalami, and Bawu John, said resident Philip Adam. He identified those wounded as Samuel Aliyu, Philip Dominic, and Joseph Hussaini. Residents said the attack on the church site took place about 3:30 p.m. See how they destroyed the church. Look at the church. Look at how they destroyed and how they burned the Christians. This is a present predicament of most communities within Kajuru and Kachai local council areas in the southern part of the Kaduna State. Resident Happiness Daniel told Christian Daily International Morning Star News in a text message, I quote, "We constantly live in fear every day. We can't sleep in our homes and we can't go to our farms." They can't sleep in their homes and they cannot go to their farms because the Muslims know themselves, the Fulanis know themselves, and they are destroying these Christians just to take their land and to increase Islam. And this man is saying they constantly live in fear, not a fear of telling the Muslims about Christ, but a fear of midnight they're being killed, Muslims attacking them. And when they go to their farms in the morning and the afternoon, the Muslims, the family, the Fulanis come there and they kill them. They know we Christians are not supposed to be killing people. We're supposed to pray for our enemies. We're supposed to pray for our enemies. When Jesus Christ was going to be arrested in the Garden of Gethsemane, Peter came out with a knife and he cut the high priest's ears. Jesus Christ said, "No, don't do that." He had the ability to call 12,000 legions, 12 legions of angels. But he said no. He came to preach peace. He came to preach peace. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ didn't come to bring war. A time will come when he will not come as a lamb of God, but he will come as the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, where he will rule this world for 1,000 years before everything will end. That's Jesus Christ. So we Christians, we are not supposed to fear the Muslims. We are supposed to tell them about Christ. This is so, and I'm saying the fear here is not the fear of the Muslims, but the fear of being killed innocent person being killed, and they cannot go to their farms. When you go to your farm, they will be killed, and in their houses, so they cannot sleep well. That's what is happening. Please, I want you to pray for the Christians in Nigeria, especially. Fulani herdsmen raided Bauda in June 28, killing village head Obadai Aguda in Kumfana State at around 1 a.m. midnight. 1 a.m. That's the time they normally attack the Christians. 1 a.m. Sibi Makori, a community leader and overseer of Kafuna district, said Iguda's kidnapping was one among dozens of other operations of Christian villages. I quote, "This senseless act of violence has further deepened the atmosphere of insecurity and fear among the residents of Bauda and the surrounding communities," Mikoro said. On March 12, Fulani herdsmen kidnapped 10 villagers from Ungua Washi Makai and Uganda Modi Kora villages. Makora said the attacks began around 2 a.m. midnight. That's the time they like attacking them. One of you, when you sleep midnight, say when you sleep, you are asleep. You don't think about, you only dream. Do you understand? And you are normally, we all sleep in the night. And when you are sleeping midnight, you are not even you are just there. You don't know what is happening. Before you realize, this Fulanis or this Muslim come and attack you midnight. When they want to enter your room and the room is so safe, the gate is so hard, they can break through. They decide to destroy the house with fire. They throw fire bombs and so on. This is what is happening, because they keep on threatening you so that you will leave the land for them, so that poco a poco, gradually Islam will be expanding. You'll be getting more land. That is their aim, and that's what Muhammad did when he was alive. This is what is happening. So please don't forget to pray for the Christian in Nigeria, especially the refugee side of Nigeria. In Makaya community, 2 Christian women were abducted, while 2 men also suffered gunshot wounds and are receiving treatment. He told Christian Daily International Morning Star News. The bandits struck at Makaya village at about 4 a.m. on Wednesday, March 12. In Wumban Mudi Doka village, 2 more Christians were kidnapped on the same day, Makori said. So you see, when they kidnap you, the Christian, and you are a woman, what they do is to rape you. Is to rape you. And when they rape you, you the woman, you get pregnant. You do understand? And then when you get pregnant, you know Muslims can marry 4. When you get pregnant, the child is for them. They can decide to sack you, but the child, they take the child. That is what they are doing. So they are trying to expand by taking your land, and expand by impregnating the women. And when you are the man, they kill you, or either they kill you, or you have to decide to be a Muslim, or you pay the hijra. And this is a village. How much money do they have to pay? How many naira? How many naira do they have? How many dollars do they have? And this is what the Muslims are doing. On the same day also, a pastor serving with ECWH was killed at Unguan Muki community. He said, this in addition to the kidnapping of 38 Christians, but 8 escaped, leaving 30 others who have remained in captivity. They killed the pastor, they kidnapped 38 Christians, and the 38 Christians, 3 were able to escape, and the 30 are still in captivity. This is what is happening. Please pray for the Christians. Pray for the Christians in Nigeria especially, because the Muslims have an agenda.